since 2007, the court heard yesterday. Well, revenue heading in very much the opposite direction at Q1 Scientific. That's an Irish startup and the first of its type here. Based in Waterford, it provides storage and facilities to the pharmaceutical and medical device industries. Q1's founder is entrepreneur Louise Grubb, who's here to tell us more. Now, Louise, when we're talking about storage here for pharmaceutical companies, clearly we're not talking about a dingy warehouse.
No, not at all. I don't know if you know, but all pharmaceutical products that are manufactured need to undergo stability storage. Now, what that means is highly controlled temperature and relative humidity to stress the product to see how it will react. And this is really what gives the shelf life to the product. And also, for every product that's manufactured, a certain number of samples need to be controlled in this fashion. And really to explain the stability storage, they're big chambers whereby the temperature would be controlled to plus or minus 1 degree and the relative humidity would be controlled to plus or minus 5%. So all of the products, pharmaceutical products, some medical devices, a lot of the life science products will require each of their samples to be stored and then tested at these stability conditions. At Q1 Scientific, what we've done is we've created an opportunity for our pharmaceutical companies to outsource this part of their production. Traditionally, there would be in-house stability cabinets, which are capital intense. They're also expensive to maintain and to validate, and also they fill up valuable production space. So what we're offering is, if pharmaceutical companies want to store their samples in our controlled environment, it relieves a lot of this expenditure for them.
You're at an early stage, obviously, but what sort of growth potential do you think you see here?
We see a lot of growth potential. We've built the business based on putting in the first number of stability chambers, validating them, and we've just completed our first customer audit. But we've built it in such a way that we can easily expand and develop the number of chambers that we have as the demand continues. And I think you know yourself the way the pharmaceutical business is going. There's a lot of pressure on costs, and this is just one opportunity for companies to maybe look at outsourcing a particular area, because we have a model that it's pay for use. So the company is only paying for the amount of space that they take up in our units. And this is particularly important, say, for smaller Irish companies. Say, we have a lot of exciting companies that are in the R&D space in the pharmaceutical area who wouldn't consider the kind of capital expenditure to build these units. So it's an opportunity for them to just measure their costs. And the thing is, you control the costs because they know exactly how much it's going to cost them for this.
You've been in the sector for some time yourself, Louise. This isn't your first involvement in the sector. When you look at what's going on, and you mentioned some of the issues there yourself, we heard yesterday from MSD that it's planning to close its plant in Rathdrum over the next couple of years. Are there concerns for the level of investment in Ireland?
I think there are lots of opportunities. I think what we have to do is adapt to what's happening in the industry. Certainly, we know about the generic, the patent cliff, but there is a lot of opportunities then. There's a lot of niche opportunities where we can identify. There's a lot of exciting work being done with companies who are developing new molecules or old molecules and delivering them in new ways. So there are definitely opportunities within the sector. I mean, we've just found one small outsourcing opportunity that we can satisfy. And I just think we need to be inventive, but we do rely heavily on the large multinationals. So we can look at providing supports to them. We shouldn't be afraid of them. We should be looking at, well, what are the opportunities that we can actually provide?
Absolutely, and nice to see an Indigenous company trying to take advantage of some of those opportunities. Louise Grubb. The National Pension Reserve Fund has committed €10 million to a fund